A very good evening to you folks here on Speed Gaming 2. Welcome to our next race in the Metroid Prime 1 and 2 Randomizer Cross Game Cup. We got a good one for you tonight. Tonight, our matchup is PVC Pipe versus Sunshine Spark. I'm Captain MD. Tonight, I am joined by Schwartz Gandhi. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Captain?
I'm very good. And folks, buckle up, because we got a lot going on over the next 48 hours. We have got a whopping, and I think some haven't even been scheduled yet. We have got already over a dozen matches scheduled over the next 48 hours. So for tonight, we're starting things off fairly simple. No RAs. For PVC Pipe, we have Sorek and Inner Slice. Nope, that's not how you read the race time, MD. It's Sorek and it is Sorek and Inner Slice. Never mind, I got it. I was reading that correctly. Good way to start my night. But yeah, Inner Slice and Sorek versus Emerald Pie and Epic Wade. So Inner Slice and Emerald, definitely seen them before here in the tournament setting. I believe Sorek's been here as well. I don't remember if Wade is a newcomer. Schwartz, maybe you can enlighten me on this one?
Wade, I believe, has done one other races tournament so far. I do not believe they've participated in any other Prime tournaments previously. I do know, however, that they do a lot of work over at Mario Sunshine. Do a lot of modding there.
Very nice. All right, well, looks like we have been given the green light to get going. So again, no RAs, so the traditional landing site start for Prime, main energy controller start for Echoes.
Yeah.
Any particular hopes and dreams you want to see for tonight's seed?
I want to see an early screw attack, man. It's been holding out on us, like, for the past week.
Well, we start out with Prime Space Jump in the main energy controller, so a very nice early upgrade, and we see that Quadraxis is dead as our first hint of the night.
Okay. I mean, I guess we're halfway there to early screw attack, but... Ooh, Prime Super's under the ship.
Okay. That's definitely nice to see early. Although, I think our race versus our race last week with required Echo Visor and PMT, it's going to be hard to top that. That being said, I wouldn't mind a little more PMT progression.
Yeah. That, like, actual progression and not just an artifact.
Indeed. All right, so both runners taking on Albert the Alpha Splinter, except it looks like Wade lost one of the Dark Splinters there for a second. Our first item in the Artifact Temple is a nice Power Bomb expansion. Definitely don't want to say no to that early.
Yeah, just a bit of a auto-scroller, as it were, before things really start to kick up here. We won't really be getting a hint read, I don't believe so.
Yeah, usually we'll wait until runners are like in a state where they're either in BK mode or they can take a minute to read while their partner's on an elevator or something along that line.
First Blood is an E-Tank for Albert. Okay.
Yeah, Echo's energy, but both Prime and Echo's E are very good to have. Echo's E, you especially want to go for the first 4. Prime E, a little more than that, maybe. Depending on how soon you want to start thinking about Variolus Magmor.
Yeah, I've seen Variolus Magmor come up quite a lot here, honestly. In fact, I even had a practice seed where that actually really helped my partner Sam doing that.
All right, I didn't see anything of note in Transport B access in Great Temple. It looked like it was just a nice ETM and Temple assembly site. But yeah, that's a missile tank.
Nice.
All right, Sorek's going to give us Transport Tunnel B very quickly. We may see a Root Cave check.
Early artifact in Storage Cavern B.
All right, that's one hint we don't have to read later.
Wait, when did Prime Space Jump get sent? Was that Transport Tunnel B?
No, that was on Umos. That was the first item.
Oh, that was Prime Space Jump. I thought it was Echo Space Jump.
Oof, that's a cannonball in Root Cave.
Dork almost got that.
Yeah, wisely scanning it. Looks like it is a Prime Missile-related upgrade in a Cursed Lake that is dead. Guaranteed missile tank. Arbor Chamber gives us more missiles.
No advantages today. Oh, was that Emerald hit?
Emerald Translator is 4 rooms away from, I don't know if it was A or the Spider Ball. I'll check in the hints in a second. But there was also a Morph Ball in the elevator to Aegon. So that gives us transport. That gives us a lot more goodies to work with on the Morph Ball front, which means we can use that Power Bomb from the Artifact Temple.
It seems that Emerald Pie did pick up that cannonball. So.
Yeah, it's good for the boost. Unfortunately, in Wade's case, it's going to be very hard to preserve that right now because you're most likely going to have to sack it going through Portal Chamber. Okay, so it said Emerald's exactly 4 rooms from a Spider Ball. So that means 2 things. Number 1, that Spider Ball can be in some weird places. Number 2, it means that there is another Spider Ball in the Echo's world.
Okay. Yeah, what is it called? An article, I believe. I don't remember my grammar lessons. If it says the Spider Ball or a Spider Ball, there's a key difference to tell you.
Indeed.
If you have multiple.
All right, Sork immediately went back for those super missiles under the ship. That may have been an Echo's major item in Mining Station A. Yeah. Oh no, it's not. It's an ETM. Never mind.
Forget crash site yields nothing as well.
All right. And I see that Emerald is now also going back for their super missiles. And we got an energy tank in Portal Access A, so definitely worth picking up for Prime. Now, if Wade really wanted to, they could just give up Cannonball here to check Mining Station access. Which I feel like that's, given the circumstances, not a whole lot else you can do otherwise. Really not a bad idea, because again, you're going to probably be giving it up when you're going to Portal Access A anyway. Yeah, unfortunately, getting Cannonball right at this particular stage, not really going to do you that much good, because you definitely want the speed advantage from the boost ball for sure. But unfortunately, in early Aegon, especially until you have Space Jump Screw Attack and have lowered the Transport Center gate, it's very likely that you'll just accidentally, not accidentally, but you'll have to give it up.
Annihilator on Grapple Ledge.
Ooh.
That's something you don't see every day.
I don't know about you, but I've been getting Annihilator pretty early in my races lately.
My practice seed just today had Annihilator on Grapple Guardian, so that is very much not early.
Oh my.
Yeah, and it seems that the Prime Rando Discord is having some technical issues, so some runners might not be able to communicate with each other. I don't know.
Yeah, I am aware that there might be a Cloudflare hissy fit going on at the time of this stream, so we'll bear with. In the meantime, though, Prime found Echo Space Jump in the tree.
Yeah.
So that super missile already paying dividends.
And Amber Translator in Rune Shrine. Very nice.
Very nice to have, especially since you're about to check some hints in the area and check Sand Cache. Without bombs, we can't exactly check the Aegon Energy Controller, but still definitely worth doing. It looks like Inner Slice's auto tracker, unfortunately... Oh no, it's updating. I take that back. Well, it's got the Annihilator Beam, but it doesn't have the Amber or the Space Jump. Very strange. I do see that as Rune Shrine also had a Sky Temple key.
That Sky Temple key did send. Um, Spider Ball on Bomb Guardian for
Okay.
Echoes.
So that's where one of the spider balls are. So now we can go ahead and start thinking about where that Emerald Translator may have run off to. It can't be anywhere in the Mining Station B neighborhood. That's at max 3 rooms away. So we have to think towards labs for the moment. Let's see. Sand Cache is 3 rooms away, so it wouldn't be there. It could be Central Mining Station. It could be Storage D or Sand Processing. That's about it.
Okay.
Thanks for the spider ball hint, game. Really appreciate that.
Prime Grapple in Sand Cache.
Well, that's not going to give us any logical implications right this minute, because Space Jump pretty much does everything for Grapple Ledge that Grapple Beam could have gone.
I wonder if perhaps that might be pointing towards Magma Pool in the future.
Could do. Soric, in the meantime, I think without bombs, has to pretty much make a one-way trip to... Oh, has Watery Hall access. I take that back.
Echoes PB. Both players have a early power bomb to use at their disposal, which is really nice.
And it does look like they're sending correctly. It looks like Inner Slice's auto tracker just isn't updating correctly.
Okay. Central Mining Station, I couldn't quite make it out.
Let's have another look. I can't see on the stream quality either. All right, we might be getting...
Look interesting.
Let's see if Soric is pausing for hints here or is just making a note of things. Now, Inner Slice currently does not have a clean way of getting in here, so has to make sure that power bomb connects with those crates, and it does. Otherwise, if you roll in here on your first pass, you do soft lock. Without breaking the boxes.
Yeah, there's a giant force morph trigger that does not allow you to unmorph until you leave the room and reload it. Fun times.
Indeed.
I surely don't know anything about that ever happening in a race.
Yeah, I've done it a few times too, although I had a logical conundrum in a weekly a long time ago where Screw Attack was required and I didn't know it. Screw Attack or Boost Ball was one or the other, but turns out there's a few things that work on the grades. Screw Attack, Boost Ball, Bombs, Power Bombs.
Mm-hmm. A neat little safety tip that you can do is that you can actually fire the power beam in through the little crack to break the crates preemptively. So in the event that you do have to use like Screw Attack, it's a lot less risky.
Very nice. And I think that might be the Emerald Translator we've been getting at in Central Mining.
Ooh. Nice, well done.
So that satisfies that hint. Now, let's think about the other spider ball for a second. What if the other spider ball, it could be the same spider ball that was hinted, and I'll tell you why. The hint about the Emerald Translator proximity was specifically referring to Emerald Translator as the target of the hint, whereas the spider ball hint was in Mining Station A was prioritizing spider ball. So for that reason, it's possible the same spider ball could be hinted twice, but just in case it isn't, let's explore that for a second. So 4 rooms from Central Mining, that could give us Storage B, or we basically go back in the same direction. Could it be Main Reactor? Give me a second. Could be. Can't see at all what that is in Mining Plaza.
It didn't look orange, so maybe something, maybe light ammo. I don't know.
All right, we're getting a dynamo check here from Sorek, where Wade goes ahead and finishes off Bomb Guardian. All right, so yeah, I'm trying to think about what Prime can do at this point, and right now Prime has a little more they can do. They can try checking Vanilla Zoid.
Yeah, not a bad idea in this case. Don't really have much else to do without Varia or Wave.
Yeah, and it looks like Lower Dynamo was just an Inghive key. Nothing of importance there right now.
Ooh, and Inner Slice is going to be going back to fight DMT and checking Hive Chamber B.
Yeah, without bombs, we can't complete the loop all the way and check the GFMC ship. But with the power bomb, it does let us go check Wind Chamber and Wind Chamber Gate, should Inner Slice be willing to E-dash or scan dash in however method he chooses to get over there. Yet another Sky Temple key up top in Gathering Hall.
Nice. Yeah, these are pretty early SDKs.
Very early SDKs. I want to say we've now seen, again, Inner Slice's tracker isn't updating, but it looks like we've seen like at least 3, maybe 4.
Yeah. I wonder if that implies that Supers and Seekers are also really early. Because the way that, I don't know if it works this way in multis, but Randovania will start placing keys as soon as it has logical access to the place where you place the keys, like Sky Temple Gateway, Dark Aegon Temple. It works for all of those bosses.
Well, we are getting that Vanilla Zoid check from Sorek here. Going straight for the back.
Hey, it begins. Hopefully we can find that Amorbus hint before we get all of our keys.
Yeah, with Emerald Translator in tow, Inner Slice does have access to another hint in GFMC at Fortress Transport Access.
Cool. And we're back.
I believe we're back. Yes, our sincerest apologies for that, folks. Discord threw a hissy fit and knocked us out of the comm server for 5 minutes, but we got a lot to cover here in those 5 minutes. We were still able to keep up with things going on. We found Prime Spider Ball in comm area. Innerslice found that. Soric reset out of Zoid literally seconds before receiving bombs from Innerslice in GFMC compound, which interestingly is kind of out of logic right now. Oh, wait, no, it's Old Patcher. It could be expected. With Emerald Translator, you can still make the way across on your first pass. Still doesn't explain where Screw Attack ran off to, though. And those Prime Bombs have rewarded the Echoes player with their bombs in Vault.
Prime Vault, I missed that. Okay, cool.
So yeah, Emerald...
We're in the thick of it now.
Yeah, so Emerald's going to be heading to go get those Echoes bombs while Soric is fighting Flagra. With Spider Ball in tow and with Super Missiles in tow, this is a perfectly logical Ghosts.
Yeah. And coming from the behind makes this real easy. I love cutscene skip. Thank you, Miguel.
Indeed. Yeah, so right now it does seem that it seems right now that this seed is stupidly linear for one thing. And it does seem like PVC Pipe does have a bit of an execution edge right now over Sunshine Spark. But that being said, things can change on a dime. We've seen races flip back and forth all the course of the tourney due to some stupid item casino, which who knows what it could be in this seed.
Yeah, place your bets in chat right now what we're going to get entirely unhinted. Yeah, it does seem like Innerslice's tracker dead. It's weird. It has Annihilator highlighted, but not anything else. Oh well.
Yeah, unfortunately, we'll just have to worry about that later. Innerslice on this pass through Aegon should be giving us the Mining Plaza hint momentarily.
You better look at it. Oh, is that a... That looks like either a visor or a beam combo, I think.
I'm going to need another look at that, unfortunately. It was a Morph Ball bomb hint in Mining Plaza, which doesn't do us any good at this point, and I still couldn't see what Mining Plaza was. Flagra Ghost, not the answer by the looks of it, given that we only got a Power Bomb and an Energy Tank. Ooh, and with Spider Ball in tow, Emerald's going to check Upper Dynamo for Light Beam.
Ooh, that is a big advantage for Sunshine Spark. Wade's on their way back to Aegon. This should be a pretty big advantage if they choose to press on it.
Logically, I'm still kind of trying to figure this out. I guess with Emerald Translator, you must be just expected to go on your first pass through GFMC and just hope that eventually Screw Attack and Power Bombs fall on your lap, because the thing is, right now, that Light Beam is locked by Prime Spider, which is Chozo, Magmore, and Talon have the Aegon keys, so Prime has all of the Aegon keys in the early game.
That is some early Aegon keys. Potentially.
Now, that all being said, going back on our logic here, so the game must be expecting you to pick up Emerald Translator in Central Mining, which Spider Ball Space Jump gives you no problem. Let's see. You can go through to GFMC on your first pass to go get Prime Bombs, so that Prime Bombs can get Echoes Bombs, so Echoes Bombs can go get Prime Spider for Light Beam. Are you with me so far?
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, so I guess that must assume you're not expected to return to GFMC or anywhere in that neighborhood later until you find main Power Bombs or Screw Attack. Because expansions are not counted in the logic.
Mhm.
Oh, what was that in Fountain? I didn't see.
I think that was a missile. That might have been Seekers, actually.
No, I think it was a missile. If it were Seekers, Soric would have gotten it by now. With this equipment.
So, okay, it seems that Soric is going to go back and obtain this light beam.
Yeah, there's really not much else he can do. He's about to enter BK mode without Various Suit or a beam to do anything else. So this does definitely feel like this is the logically correct move, especially given what we know now.
Ooh, Plasma Beam in Vent Area A.
Ooh, further locked behind that very weird spider ball chain. Now, Plasma by itself right now kind of doesn't do us any good. It's great for combat. Other than that, it's kind of useless at the moment.
Yeah.
So very weird getting Plasma early seeds are definitely one of the weirder ones. It's about as weird as getting a Light Beam early, which is weirdly enough is the same texture as Plasma. Same beam style, rather.
So, Inner Slice decides to use this light beam to finish the Jump Guardian fight rather quickly here. I don't believe Wade has pushed Dark Aegon yet, so we're going to see some new checks here.
No, Wade was not able to push Dark Aegon due to Echo's bombs being a little late to the bandwagon.
That's right.
And the Aegon Energy Controller reads that Umos 2 is the Echo's grapple beam. So that's dead because you need Screw Attack to return the on the note of Screw Attack.
Okay, so that Screw Attack is locked by Echo's bombs.
So yeah, you're expected to go through on your first pass and then basically wait to be awarded Screw Attack again to be able to go back to GFMC. So there's your logical way.
Yeah. Fortunately, no Dark Beam to get to Incash 4, so we'll have to fortunately leave that check behind for
Indeed.
a little bit here.
With Screw Attack in tow, we do have a couple of options available to us. We can now do Reverse Labs, courtesy of Screw Attack working on the Crystal Switch. I do not know if that is considered beginner knowledge.
I believe so.
Because if so, the rest of Labs is in play. The rest of Labs was already in play anyway, courtesy of bombs, but even still.
Could I potentially get a logic check on that? 1 second.
All right, so it looks like Soric has reset away after sending Cannonball to Inner Slice, who has already opened the transport center gate, so can preserve it now.
Okay, nice. Yeah, the pro tips for preserving Cannonball. You usually want to get it after you have Space Jump and Screw Attack and have opened up Transport Center. Everything else can usually be skipped if you try hard enough.
Indeed. So that all being said, I'm trying to think about what our logical scenario is. Right now, with only Light Beam, yeah, right now the sensible play for Echoes does seem to be to go to Aegon Labs, where Prime might just have to stay put a bit or start thinking a lot about VMRs.
Okay, and confirmed, the Screw Attack method to hit the Crystal Switch is in Logic.
Very good.
As beginner knowledge.
So yeah, that would put main reactor into Logic. Well, that's not in Logic, but Inner Slice can definitely get it via a couple methods. You can either Spider Ball up the track into the first shaft and then BSJ your way up to the top of the gate bars and just kind of parkour your way across. Alternatively, you can Screw Attack into the tunnel where the item is housed.
Yeah, I honestly forgot that parkour method was a thing until I saw Bash do it like a few days ago.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great backup strat when you don't have Screw Attack. But yeah, because you need, and because we found Screw Attack, we don't even have to worry about quads yet. Quad's completely off the table now. Sork realizing that he almost forgot lower furnace. And how far can we get without wave beam in this case? Can we go up to crossway, or can we not? Do we need wave?
We need wave for crossway.
We do need wave for crossway. Yeah, my far Chozo, that area before Hall of the Elders, I always forget what beams you need.
Yeah, you can get up to Hall of the Elders with ice. From there, you need to either do a HBJ or wait until wave for the wave slot. Or we could always just do IBBF. I don't know the skill of our prime runners if they are able to pull that off. But
in this case, it would be IBAF, since we already killed Flagra.
True. And there's Interslice picking up that plasma beam and is going to be pushing the Spider's Treasure.
This is not a bad play. Out of logic, but still not a bad idea. We do have the energy tanks logically for Hazing Cliff. You're expected to have 225 energy and medium strictness, which is what we're running off of. And I think, going back to what you were saying earlier, Sorek is in fact going to do IBAF.
Oh, okay. Not a bad idea. And did Sorek send that SDK already?
I believe so, yes. Got a power bomb off the Shriek Bats earlier.
Okay. Cool.
I believe this is after it was returned after resetting away from Zoid. Unfortunately, it looks like, yes, unfortunately, Gallery Tunnel appears to have been a missile. So yeah, this is IBBF that Sorek is doing here, where you basically just wall crawl around Furnace all the way to Antechamber.
Ooh, there is a progressive suit in Calling Chamber.
Ooh, very nice. That could either be a progressive suit or Phazon, because they share the same model.
And it's Phazon suit. Okay.
Interesting. That's definitely something you don't want to go hunting for later. Now, given the circumstances, you know that means there's an artifact in PMT, right?
Or perhaps even better, actual progression in PMT.
Oh, that'd be funny. And again, we've already seen that. I've already experienced it this tournament, no less. Luckily, Phazon suit was hinted in our race, but other than that, yeah, I'm trying to think about what the play is, and right now, all I can think of is Echo's Aegon Labs, and that's about it. Either that or prime out of logic VMRs, because VMR is not expected in Rando in our settings.
Yeah, the CGC preset has no heat runs in logic.
And it looks like Sorek had a fall here, so does have to either jump back up Furnace. Ooh, nice double bomb drop there. Nice thing about the Echo's drop system is not only does it give you a good chance of giving you items that you're particularly low on or empty on, but you can also get multiples of the same drop with that same chance drop rate if they're destroyed on the same frame.
Yeah, that's right.
Examples of this would be the Shriek Bats on the way out of Aegon Temple, the Night Barbs in Hive Dynamo Works, just to name a couple. All right, what have we got in storage D here? This is another red key, but it is not Aegon. We know that already. So this has to be either Torvis or Inghive. Ooh, and that is not what you want to see right now, because the general rule of thumb is if you don't have the hint, get the key, but we can't get the key without Dark Beam.
And ooh, there's an SDK in Hall of the Elders, and a little caveat of being able to do IDBF. We can pick up this item without Ice Beam. You can just jump right into the hole down there.
We're getting our artifact hints from Emerald Pie. We got Great Bridge, Elite Quarters.
Hello.
So we've got a required OP today, folks. As they just stare at the hint, seething.
Honestly, when is OP not required?
Dynamo Works. You love to see it. Tower of Light. All right, that's free once we get Wave Beam. Cat West. That's not too bad. Chozo Training Chamber. Okay, so Emerald has not gotten that. Oh, Training Chamber, Chozo. Never mind, that's nasty.
That is evil Training Chamber.
Transport Tunnel A. That's free once Varia shows up. Hive Gyro Chamber. Ugh, that's a really nasty artifact. That requires Echo Visor and Spider Ball. Granted, we already have Spider Ball, but even still. And that's all of them.
That requires Boost as well, which is still MIA for Echoes.
Indeed, yeah, that's a pretty rough set of artifacts today.
Perhaps Inner Slice keeping this Cannonball is going to pay off big time.
Indeed. So yeah, at the moment, yeah, I think our next progression has to be... Actually, we got Annihilator Beam relatively early, so we could have progression in, say, Doomed Entry. It could be Dark Beam there. Dark Beam or Super Missiles would give Inner Slice a way out, because currently Inner Slice doesn't have a way out of Doomed Entry.
Yeah.
And the downside to that is if you go down there, you soft lock. But it looks like Soric has made it to Antechamber, so let's see if we have a Vanilla Ice Beam and the seed actually is trash. Oh, it's a progressive suit.
Ooh.
Now
we can soft lock for that.
Indeed, and Soric is in fact just going to go ahead and save it, grab it, and reset it away. Save it, grab it, send it, reset it.
Ooh, we're seeing some VMRing from Emerald Pie.
All right, let's see how they fare.
This is, I think they started with 3 tanks. They should at least be able to see Fiery Shores.
Fiery Shores, that looks to be the Aegon key that was hinted in the area. And indeed it is. And that's going to be a KO for Emerald.
Okay. Not a bad haul if the Talon key is early as well.
All right, and it looks like Inner Slice and Wade's trackers have both been repaired. So we do have that back for you. So I think the last thing Soric has to do in this area is Crossway, right?
Yes.
And trigger the ghost.
Varia and PMT is sadly not possible. You are not logically able to cross any heated rooms in Magmor. I guess you could logically be expected to go through Frigate, but...
Ooh, Prime has just found, or I should say Echo's, Inner Slice has just found the Echo Visor they need in Plane of Dark Worship, courtesy of that Light and Annihilator Beam.
That is a... Granted, that suit is out of logic until Ice, so Echo is probably not needed at the moment.
On the contrary, it does put 2 checks into play. Well, Screw Attack and Annihilator put Phazon Grounds into play, but Annihilator Echo gives us Profane Path. So there's 2 checks in that neighborhood available to us now.
Ooh, that is true. And did Inner Slice ever scan the FTA hint?
I don't know. We're about to find out if he did. Wade, in the meantime, is beginning their trek through labs.
Seeming to come from the front this time.
We're also going to get a look at our item from the ship because we couldn't do this earlier courtesy of lack of bombs on the first pass, and it provides us with, I believe that was, it is Varia suit.
Okay. Here we go.
Sorek finally out of beak. That was locked behind the Echo's bombs, which were in vault. Yikes.
So that blows the game open for Sorek. Still only having Plasma in tow, but that gets him access to Early Fen. So
Early Fen, and especially Ice Ruins East and West, is the big plus. Because there is a lot you can do with Plasma, but it looks like Emerald, on the other hand, wants to attempt a magma pool jump. Here we go.
Oh,
not
that
quite.
That was really close.
It was really close. I think the Scan Dash did not have enough height was the problem. And here's that Profane path. Now, we are running on Old Patcher by default for these races, so the puzzles are vanilla. Ooh, Sky Temple Key.
Never punished.
I mean, it's nice, but it's not really what we're looking for right now.
I mean, I'd rather have an SDK in a place that I can get right now than to not get it later.
Ooh, and it's a bummer that Emerald missed out on Magma Pool, because that would have given Epic Wade unlimited missiles. Ooh, and Echo Supers in Phazon Grounds.
Okay. Interesting.
That does give us now a logical way out of Doomed Entry from that side of Aegon. It's also, Inner Slice could probably check hints safely with this equipment, because it's pretty easy to bust down the secret door in Sky Temple Gateway.
Mm-hmm. Can bust it down with Screw Tech, or you can do a secret world right next to it.
Yeah, I prefer the secret world. The secret world. The secret world. No, the secret world is if you do it correctly. The secret world is if you use the door normally.
Ooh. Oh, what is that about? That is an E-tank for Echoes in Battlegrounds.
And Wade knows that there's no way back out from that, so better to just take a KO and reset.
Yeah. So I am assuming that means that Doomed Entry was nothing either.
I would wager Doomed Entry was nothing. And what's nice is Epic Wade's going to get all the stuff that Emerald Pied picked up for them in the meantime. So that means, all the bombs, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're getting a look at Magmore from Lava Lake. Nothing in there. Still have Triclops Pit and Surge Cavern in the Lake to go through. Another attempt at this Magma Pool Dash. I respect the perseverance.
Ooh, that time Emerald's dash was badly angled. Otherwise had perfect momentum. Now, that being said, one big thing, let's read this hint first. Thanks for the Super Missile hint game. I mean, granted, we've had access to that hint for a while. Oh, the other suit in Triclops Pit.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so now that's a perfectly logical dark suit. The light suit, on the other hand, is out of logic until we find Ice Beam. Alternatively, there is a world where light suit locks Ice Beam, in like Fortress Transport Access, for example. That is very much a possibility. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Inner Slice with Super Missiles in tow takes a detour to check that sooner rather than later.
And at this point, Emerald Pie is in BK, so that's why they're doing this Magma Pool Dash.
Right. They have to wait for Epic Wade to go pick up Varia Suit, which unfortunately isn't anywhere near at the moment, is going back to Aegon, which I'm curious as to why they're planning on going back in this direction.
They might be thinking Spider's Treasure?
Could
That's
be.
not a logic yet.
Exactly. Yeah, for Prime BTW, that obnoxiously giant missile tank is what takes the form for unlimited missiles. Because, yeah, let's be honest here, that is an obnoxiously giant missile tank.
Congrats to Emerald Pie for making the Magma Pool Dash. I believe that was 4th attempt?
4th or somewhere up there. Unfortunately, yeah, they're unlimited missiles are very nice to have, to be fair. They do basically grant you unlimited supers and seekers, which, let's be honest, getting seeker missiled stinks in this game. And you're seeing the out of bounds here for Inner Slice to get through the seeker door here in Hall of the Eyes. And this is just a simple, not simple, but it's a very low altitude screw attack into the tunnel. Basically, you have to start the screw and then bust out of it right as you're going into the tunnel, otherwise you're going to bonk. But you also have to do that with just enough forward momentum to get into the tunnel as well. Luckily, thanks to Light Suit, he has all the time in the world.
Oh? Emerald Pie is going for IBBF as well? Okay. This proved very useful for York earlier, so... If they're able to pull this off, this should reap some benefits for them as well.
Indeed, giving Epic Wade that light suit, get that first progressive suit nice and early. And there must have not been anything in Short Tunnel. We do see an energy tank in Upper Fiery Shores. Oh, wait a minute. No, Sorik's going back for Short Tunnel. What could this be?
This is a Corvus key, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, because the Aegon key's already been picked up. Good call.
And that is a almost successfully ceiling warp.
Yeah, this ceiling warp is giving Inner Slice a tiny bit of trouble here.
He's unmorphing a bit too early. There you go.
And just like that, the Seeker door comes down once the door is open from the other side, if it's a clear door. And just like that, Inner Slice is going to be able to read his Sky Temple key hints. Now, it looks like he's already got 5. So there's only 4 left. Now, with Light Suit, Echo Visor, and Annihilator in tow, they could be in some pretty nasty places. I'm half expecting Sentinel's Path here. And let's see what we got. Overgrown Cavern. That needs Ice Beam. Hydra, that's free with Wave Beam. Forgotten Bridge, that's free. Sentinel's Path. I don't call this trash on purpose.
What a prediction. That's like the only bad?
Oh. And Plasma locks Wave and Vendrana Shorelines.
Okay.
I'm trying to think this through. Could somebody please... Oh, literally nothing in the lighthouse. Could somebody please list our Sky Temple keys and artifacts in chat, please, so I can kind of get an idea of what our shopping list is? Obviously, Ice Beam is one of them.
We're going to need X-Ray for OP.
OP. So I'm thinking... Yeah, at this point, the only 2 things we pretty much need are Ice Beam and X-Ray, right? Yeah, because Dark Visor Seekers isn't required for any of these.
I guess access to Sank via main PBs?
Access to Sank via main PBs or Boost Ball, yes. Or Dark Visor Seekers. More likely, main Power Bombs are going to show up. Dark Beam would be nice, too. I'm actually trying to think, is there a world where we don't need Dark Beam? I'm trying to think this through.
I think you could come from Corvus and
I think we found one of our boost balls. It's either in Dark Aegon Temple access, no, it's either in Dark Aegon Temple or it's in Warrior's Walk. But yeah, that's only one of our boost balls.
Okay, so Echoes has both boosts.
Mm-hmm.
If preferably Inner Slice wants that to be Echo's boost, Seeing as he has his cannonball still?
Yes. Also for Hive Gyro as well, just in case. Now, Hive Gyro you can get without Boost Ball. You need to do a BSJ Precise Screw Attack onto standable terrain, which is incredibly satisfying when you do pull it off, by the way. Overgrown Cavern, we need Ice Beam. We just need to find it. That's just a matter of time. Inner Slice, well, we know life support systems are all covered already.
Oh, there's Dark Beam in Ice Runes East, also behind Plasma.
Interesting. Very interesting. So, yeah, that pretty much blows the seed wide. Right in time, too, because now Inner Slice can cross through Torvus Lagoon to continue. And it looked...
Okay. Oh, they haven't redheads yet, so...
No. And so, yeah, there's the Elite Quarters. There's a Dynamo Works. Now, Dynamo Works, we can skip Cobalt Translator if we need to. There is a way around that through a secret world in on O'Lear's room. Alternatively, ideally, the key's just chilling, or the artifact, rather, is just chilling in the tunnel. Torvus tends to be a pretty good treasure trove of progression. We'll see how this plays, especially for the hints. Feeding Pit has a thermal visor.
I don't know if you would call that a treasure trove, but that is, I guess, helps out in a pinch.
Yeah, the nice thing about Emerald Translator hints is they're relatively clustered together, especially in Lower Torvus. All right, Great Bridge we already knew was an artifact. We know Forgotten Bridge is also a key, so that's going to be free. Yeah, unfortunately, Wade, after picking up Screw Attack in Junction Site, still has not returned for, still has not yet returned for the ship.
Yeah, I mean, understandably so. That check can get you. Especially if you're required to go through their first pass without getting it.
Yeah, we actually did have a Nightmare Weekly scenario where if you did not get Light Suit on your first pass, or Dark Suit on your first pass in before GFMC, Light Suit was in the crate, and a required, I think, Emerald Translator or something, Dark Visor was in Fortress Transport Access, so that way you can use Dark Visor Seekers to get back out, because no power bombs were ever in sight.
Ooh.
So there were, and I think either no power bombs were in sight or we had required mains. I don't quite remember, but it actually did render your file dead if you saved after, if you passed GFMC on your first pass without Dark Visor.
Old Patcher moment.
Dark Torvus Arena has the other has a Morph Ball system. Hold on. Let me see whose that belonged to.
As Yorex, it said. So Prime Boost?
Prime Boost or Prime Main Power Bombs. Because Prime hasn't found their main power bombs yet. Now, main power bombs really wouldn't be that helpful except from a logic standpoint.
Although Siorik, I think, is only rocking 2 at the moment. Probably would like a little bit more.
More than likely, given what we know about Boost Ball, it is very likely a Boost Ball. If it's Echo's Boost, lol, vanilla Boost Ball, but it could be. Inner Slice has the means to get it. This hint reads, the Phazon suit can be found in Ninghive. Thanks, game. We knew that already.
Yo, Emerald Pie is out of bounds in Furnace? Still hasn't given up on this IBBF? I guess you can't. There's nothing really better to do while you're in BK and Prime at this point.
Yeah, not enough energy tanks for VMRs either. You need like at least 4 or 5 to be able to get to Phendrana. So yeah, Prime E has been very stingy this seed. Like even now, Sorek, with all that's been able to be done. Oh, there's Ice Beam in Med Vista. I believe that just puts us an X-Ray Visor away from Go mode, effectively.
Man, really? That's... crazy. I guess, yeah. We know that it's probably Echo's boost at this point is on the Morbus. Soundly in logic at this point. I think we have
it could be Echoes or Prime Boost. How many Aegon keys? Innerslice has 2. The ones we have seen, I believe, are from Chozo and Magmor. The other one's in Talon, which we should be able to get now, unless, of course, it's in Life Grove, in which case, no, it can't be. That would require Prime Boost, which means if it's Prime Boost in Dark Torvus Arena, then Echoes can't make their way back to a Morbus. So yeah, that's obviously not the case. So yeah, it looks like Dark Torvus Arena. Dark Torvus Arena is probably Echoes boost. Prime Boost is probably on a Morbus. If the Talon Overworld key is not in the Life Grove area.
Okay.
We're getting our Plaza checks from Innerslice. Now, this is currently out of logic, but again, we're only looking for X-Ray Visor, and the only thing that's good for is OP. So at this point, this X-Ray could be very well at the end of the chain and not be a big issue to be in weird places like this. To clarify, the boost ball on Arena is... the item on Arena is confirmed a Prime Morph Ball system. Yes.
We are missing info on main PBs entirely, but we do know that Prime Boost is in Echo's game. Oh, yay. That's right. Innerslice doesn't have Boost Ball. He has Cannonball, so he gets to deal with some motion sickness here in Torvus Plaza.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you are in Cannonball only without boost, the camera does not adapt to the Plaza to half pipes as it should. Half pipe controls are still function properly. Oh, chat's saying X-Ray has been found. It was in
Control Tower?
I guess so. So that, I believe, is go mode for PVC pipe. Unless I'm missing something, I think they're basically good to go. Innerslice can definitely live without boost and has Echo Visor. I don't think we need Dark Visor, and I'm fairly confident Innerslice knows how to get around the Cobalt Lock for Spider Guardian should we need to do that. So yeah, this is go mode at 56 minutes. Very good. Now, unfortunately, the main thing to do is just complete the chain here. Sorek has to unfortunately go all the way over to Elite Quarters to get a artifact. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that is needed in this area. In fact, how much does Sorek need? I can't really count his artifacts from back here.
I think that's 5.
I think it's 5 as well. So the ones that I think he's missing are mostly in Innerslice's game. I know one of them is OP. I know Cat West was one of them.
Oh. No, there's an ice spreader in transport access. No. And Sorek decides to leave it.
Interesting. Although, I don't think Sorek has a lot of missiles to play with, so getting Ice Spreader wouldn't be that particularly useful in this instance. I think he's not packing much more than 50.
You can make do with 50. Probably not a lot, but it's better than nothing. And, okay, it seems that Wade is finally finishing up their Aegon Labs loop. Hopefully they decide to head back to GFMC after this. Hopefully they don't softlock in Source D. Okay, not checking the key.
Ooh, it is main power bombs in Torvus Arena.
Uh-oh. I mean, logically, I don't think Prime even needs either of those. I guess they need the PBs, actually, to get to lower lines, but... Yeah,
Certainly.
Not hurting for that boost, I guess.
Certainly won't go amiss either way.
Yeah.
Now, wouldn't it be hilarious if this was still Boost Ball?
Well, that's Cobalt, though.
Well, now
So-
Inner Slice doesn't have to go out of bounds and sank.
Okay.
That's pretty much just a convenience more than anything at this stage. Although, if I were playing this, it would be a necessity, because I can't skip that Cobalt Gate yet.
Yeah, that secret world is pretty convoluted, I think is a good word for it.
Don't have to tell me twice. But yeah, Sorek should be able to go straight for OP at this point. In fact, I think that's what he's doing. I don't remember there being any other goodies in mines.
The best he can get is probably just more heat and weaponry and the like.
You could do with unlimited beam ammo as well if you find it for Inner Slice, if you find it for Echoes, because unlimited beam ammo honestly is my favorite of the 3 multiplayers.
Yes, I love spamming Annihilator every time I get a chance to.
I think Inner Slice is just trying to figure out how to route this. There wasn't anything in the Dark Labs area, so I don't think Inner Slice is going to detour for that feeding pit thermal visor, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's nothing in Dark Aegon. The only thing that was there was Screw Tech and Junction Site.
That sounds about right.
Meanwhile, it seems that Wade is going to be checking Fighter's Treasure, so they're going to find Phazon Suit here for Emerald.
Oof, unfortunately, this is still taking way too far away from Various Suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause the unfortunate thing is that the trip through GFMC first try was required without Jump Guardian was required to get bombs so that you could fight Jump Guardian. Just no way around it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Hopefully, the seed will serve as a reminder to check the ship.
Yeah. As I've always said, every seed is a lesson. So, and this one is, don't forget the GFMC ship.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you kind of have to have one of these seeds eventually to really get it to get stuck in your head. That's what happened for me. I lost like several races due to not getting GFMC because I had to go through their first pass before.
Yeah, I think the lesson for me in my last race was don't try to do Cashby Chasm when you have Cannonball in tow. Because if the tunnel decides to reject you at the last second and screw up your entire trick, and you're on Various Suit, you're probably not going to be able to hold on to your Cannonball. Unfortunately, Wade did not get out of Hazencliff in time. That I have no idea how far that's going to send them back.
Don't seem to be down anything. They saved in labs, so
Okay, so that's not the worst mistake. And also there was nothing found for Echoes anyway, so it's a perfectly inconsequential reset. And it looks like we are seeing the thermal visor pick up from Inner Slice here.
I mean, might as well. So from here, where is Inner Slice going to be going? Is he going to a Morbus, actually? You might want that boost.
Not able to. He's missing a key.
Oh, that's right. He still doesn't have the tone.
Unless, of course, he wants to skip it, which could do. Nothing stopping. Now, granted, this boost ball could just be chilling in Warrior's Walk right here. So we'll see if we're lucky.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a good idea.
It is not. So, yeah, it has to be... Yeah, it has to be boost ball, somebody's boost ball in Dark Aegon Temple. Luckily, it looks like we're going to be able to get away without it today, at least on PVC Pipe's end. And Wade going to Plane of Dark Worship, still not going in the direction of that Varia suit.
They will probably go right after this.
Here's hoping.
And also, they'll find Echo Buzzer here, so maybe it'll incentivize them to go check Profane Path.
With Annihilator in tow, yep. So yeah, it seems like Inner Slice only came by to...
Oh. That's right. Epic Wade doesn't have the suit to get this.
And this was... Oh yeah, this was Echo... Yeah, there's no way. With 2 energy tanks, there's no way. You need like at least 4 to do this relatively comfortably. I wouldn't even say comfortably at 4. 3 is like super godly. 4 is sketch. 5 and 6 you can make work. You would be allowed a couple of mistakes.
Unfortunate.
Do we need Prime Boost? I don't think so. It'd be great for Ridley, but I don't think we need it.
Training Chamber requires it.
Right. I forgot about Training Chamber.
That's why it's evil Training Chamber.
Yeah, bad Training Chamber in Prime. It's good Training Chamber in Echoes because Screw Attack solves that problem. It could be boost. That could be still Prime Boost on Amorbus then. Now, for that to be the case, the other Amorbus key has to be either in Frigate or Great Tree Chamber, pretty much by this point. Because we know that there is a Amorbus key in Talon somewhere. I think it's still in Talon. Yeah, because the Worm Key we found... We did find a Worm Key in Chozo and Magmor. We know Magmor for sure. I think we had one in Chozo. In fact, yeah, it was in Lower Dynamo. So yeah, the last Aegon key is definitely in Talon somewhere.
Where is York going? Seems he went back to MQB? He's not wanting to go back.
I believe this is looking for a power bomb for PPC.
Oh.
Never mind. He's got plenty.
He might have gotten it from just this room, though. Who knows? Also, yes, hand dashing across this room sucks. There's that Hive Gyro artifact down for Inner Slice.
Yeah, so next up, Inner Slice without Dark Visor Seekers has to unfortunately take the long way out of here.
Yeah. Granted, we have Spider, so it's not the worst at all. It's just a little feels bad.
And Wade finally finds Various Suit, and finally Emerald Pie is able to get back in gear here.
Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't think Emerald Pie got past Furnace and saw the SCK in Hall of Undead, or Hall of Elders.
All right, we're going to get that Overgrown Cavern Sky Temple key now for Sorek. And yeah, you could tell they're playing as Other Ngomo because Inner Slice isn't even reading hints at this point.
Fortunate. We don't get to see all the funny thanks games today.
No, not yet. But to be fair, we've got one more race coming up in less than an hour.
True. Is that...
That is going to be Check the Tree versus No Gain All Pain. Now that is going to be a great race.
Oh, yeah. We got CGC weekly settings with landing site and the like for Echoes, and Spring Ball for Prime.
Yeah, Spring Ball for Prime has been a very common request. It's certainly my pal Arrow Razor definitely always asks for it in our races,
Mhm.
which I can get.
Yeah, it's something that my partner Sam personally loves. You know, it's his favorite thing. He uses it every opportunity he has. He'll
Yeah.
um, he'll accept any RAs that involve Spring Ball.
I think mine, had it not been enabled by default, would have been requesting the multiplayer pickups, but they are enabled by default in our settings, so not a problem. I see some in chat object to that opinion. All right,
uh,
Inner Slice is now going for the Cat West artifact. Yeah, Inner Slice looks like he's doing okay on beam ammo. I see 3 bright spots for the light ammo. Nice dark ammo expansion on Chica. Good thing we don't need that today.
at this point, it seems that we're probably not going to see seeing boost for Prime.
Unlikely. Unless it's just chilling in Tower Chamber or something, because, yeah, Sorek's getting the Tower of Light artifact now.
I sure hope that Zork checks Tower Chamber for the people.
It's really not that out of the way check, and I'm sure with the way they've been playing, they feel probably ahead enough where they would be able to make that detour. But it looks like Sorek proving me a liar.
They are just beelining this go mode. Unfortunate.
And yeah, Inner Slice, and with Cobalt in tow, Inner Slice has no trouble reaching Spider Guardian whatsoever.
Yeah, so I am assuming that he checked the pipe up here, so it's probably on Spider Guardian itself.
Indeed. So yeah, Cobalt required. Technically, that means Echo's boost is required as well, so... Yeah, I think Amorbis is required whether you like it or not this seed. Logically required, of course. Luckily, with Cannonball, this fight is kind of a joke.
Yeah, why am I complaining? Cannonball makes this easy. Man, this is indeed proving to be really resourceful for Inner Slice, preserving this Cannonball.
Yeah. The wisdom of keeping Cannonball intact has been proven time and time again on this channel.
Always check your Echo's boost models.
Yeah, Sorek. Yeah, that's exactly what Sorek did. Again, very wisely scanning the item before picking it up. Because, yeah, that's the only case where one model is the same, counts for 2 items.
I wonder if that will ever change in the future.
It would be very interesting to see a custom Cannonball model, but I don't think there's any plans for that in the works right this minute.
If not a custom model, maybe just a queue change, like with the translators.
Perhaps.
Although those have dedicated models, don't they? I would not know, so I will not speak on it. But yeah, finally in Magmore on Sunshine Spark's side, yeah, that area is proven to be harder part of the seed.
Okay, and Sorek's now attempting to skip Boost Ball with the Training Chamber wall crawl.
Okay, seems learned in it. I should practice this next time. I should.
And just like that, Spider Guardian goes down for Inner Slice. That's the artifact, and he is immediately busting right back out.
And there's the artifact in Training Chamber. Sure. Don't. Yeah. You gotta be careful of the spider track, though. I think you can even use it when you're wrong room, though.
Lol, flamethrower in the tunnel. Yeah, chat bringing up a great point. Don't use a power bomb on Power Bomb Guardian in vanilla. That will just delete the boss, and if you have not lowered the electric fences, you're kind of stuck. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Yes, that is in fact a randomizer quality of life change.
Although, another word of warning is if you have double damage, don't powerbomb Albert the Alpha Splinter before he becomes Dark Alpha Splinter. Otherwise, that will also delete the boss unintentionally.
Oh, really? I didn't know that one. That's funny.
Yeah, that's only an issue if you have double damage. Unless that's been patched out and I'm not aware of it.
Another thing about double damage that I've learned not too long ago is that in Door Rando, if you have double damage, Seeker Locks can just be destroyed with regular single missiles.
Interesting. That I did not know, because I knew you could destroy some doors with single missiles, but I didn't think it was tied to double damage.
That's what I heard. I have not actually tested this.
All right. Now, at this point, Inner Slice is packing all of his keys, and Zorak actually has all of the artifacts, so that's it. They're both in the end game now.
I will be right back.
In the meantime, let's give you angry dragon noises. Yeah, and so now Emerald's going to be picking up the treasure trove that is the front of Phendrana here, courtesy of that Plasma Beam, because Plasma was locking both Wave and Dark. And yeah, it looks like Inner Slice is trying to save here, but has to defeat Quentin in order to do so. Now, personally, my preferred way of dealing with Quentin is 4 Dark Beam shots, and then if you time your screw attack correctly, you can hit the head and the body in the same at the same time and knock them both out. Because screw attack interestingly works on the quad while it's spinning. Why? No idea. Because echoes. So unfortunately, without Boost Ball, Zorak has to do this the hard way. So yeah, we're currently under the impression that Prime Boost is on a Morbus. The only exception would be is if obviously one of the keys is behind Boost Ball, like in Life Grove Tunnel, for example. Which we'll figure out when we get to the Echoes credits, which I do believe Inner Slice is going to be the first 2. Echoes' final bosses are considerably faster than Prime.
How many SDKs does Inner Slice have?
All of them.
Okay.
So yeah, he's on his way to final bosses. He should, barring some technical or major disaster. Meanwhile, on Epic's side, that Ing was just running up against a wall, not doing anything. I sincerely hope you all saw that.
I love Warrior Ing's AI.
Oh yeah, you know where it's especially funny is if you use Annihilator Beam in the room right after Doomed Entry on the way to Dark Oasis.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, that guy is. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, because what happens is he gets hung up on a dead corpse, dead pirate corpse, right in front of some Phazon canisters, no less.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of missing major items this seed. No gravity boost, no lower Torvis for one thing. No gravity boost, no dark visor, no boost ball, no boost balls for either game, no gravity suit. Yeah, no gravities, no boost, no dark visor.
Is this a potential world record fastest CGC seed for the tournament?
I don't know about this tournament specifically. It is definitely up there amongst one of the faster seeds for sure. I wouldn't classify this as a jet per se, because if it was a jet, we would have all the keys before we found ice speed, pretty much. But
yeah.
And certainly we wouldn't have to fight a boss or two. But that being said, yeah, Prime had to fight OP and all that jazz too. So unfortunately, Ridley's being a little uncooperative with Sorek right now.
Yeah. I mean, even with the OP trip, PVC Pipe has really blasted through all of this.
Yeah, and the other thing is they're making good on not having to get Boost Ball.
True. Ooh. What key is that? That's okay. Okay, on to Emperor Aang 1 here. Well done. Perfect execution. Cannonball makes this free. No PBs though, so have to improvise a little bit.
Yeah, and getting more blue drops than power bombs. I don't think there's any sort of. I don't think the power bomb RNG works in your favor here.
Yeah, and even if you do, the hitbox of the PBs are really wonky.
It's not even the hitboxes that are the major problem. It's the tentacle RNG.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they just don't pop out after a while.
Yeah, so is it actually RNG depending on how fast they come out?
I have no idea, honestly. I mean, I don't know how spaghetti coded that Echo's final bosses are compared to Metroid Prime, for example, because I know Prime is like a total mess as far as the code is concerned.
Yeah.
But I don't know how bad it is for Emperor Aang. I mean, besides the obvious caveat of those screw attack vulnerable kneecaps that weren't patched out in the NA version, but...
Yeah, this Emperor Aang is not cooperating.
Yeah, not really.
There we go. Okay. Place your bets. Does Inner Slice get centered?
It certainly has the ammo to get within proper limits.
Doesn't have the Dark Visor to be able to see Dark Samus clearer.
Yeah, Dark Visor would be really nice for this, but I don't think he's too concerned.
Echo Visor still works just as fine. Just not as clear.
And yeah, it's so funny that there's just enough of an angle where you can just ignore Dark Samus standing right under her.
Mm-hmm.
Going for the early screw for a hit. And it looks like it's an insta-center. Yeah, that can just happen sometimes where the nanosecond Dark Samus 3 takes damage, she goes into DS4. What you have to do is, at least I do this for consistency's sake, is I always make sure she throws up her shield first. Because sometimes she just won't throw up her shield. And she'll just tank a missile, and it'll send her straight into DS4. And that is not what you want to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, personally, it's a preference of mine to try and avoid, try and just make sure she throws up her shield first before I do anything else.
Yeah, honestly, as much, as... I don't know how to say this, but, Dark Beam strats on Dark Samus are not the worst. It's much more worth your time spent using the Dark Beam than it is going through this. Even if it's not as fast as the Screw Attack strat.
It's slow, but it's consistent is what it is. Like, Screw Attack could potentially be very fast if it does work correctly.
Mm-hmm. And, like, Dark Beam strats, like, work, like, 90% of the time. Ooh. Wade just now finds out about the boost ball on Morbus. Unfortunate.
Yeah, also, I think they might be trying to just double check where that... Oh, never mind. Just had to pause for a second.
Also, yeah, double damage in hand does make the Dark Beam stats even more pleasing to see.
Indeed.
And that pixel health for Inner Slice here.
Yeah. Dark Samus will never come back down now. And that's a single G. All right, that's a 125. I think that's going to be 125.22 in the race room. Nope, 125.23.
Okay. You're seeing Sora finish up here in about 2-ish minutes?
Yeah, Sora's on Subchamber 4, so yeah, this should be like another... You're right, another 2 minutes or so. But yeah, single G for PVC Pipe. So let's see how they're doing, how both of our teams are doing in the challenge while we're kind of waiting this out.
Sure.
Challenge 2023 CGCs. So yeah, we've seen a lot of races start to go by this point. Some races have already, some runners have already, some teams have already raced 4 times. Let's see. Let's see. PVC Pipe, with a win here, will go up to 3-0 in their group stage. Whereas Sunshine Spark, this will make them 0-2. They still have 4 races to go, with PVC Pipe still having 3.
I am excited to see the PVC Pipe versus Partners in Prime match.
Yes, PVC Pipe and Partners in Prime currently undefeated after 3 rounds. Well, PVC Pipe looking to go undefeated after round 3 here. Also undefeated currently with 4 games is Team Orange Cats. And we've seen Team Orange Cats put up a stellar performance so far in this tournament.
Yeah, and that's with their chaotic settings that they have for every race.
What other teams are 2 wins up at the moment? Team Orange versus Green is 2 wins. Competence Inc. is 2 wins. Nicey is up 2. Orange versus Green is 2. So yeah, right now, these brackets are shaping up, folks. I mean, granted, we still have a lot of group stages left. Anything can change, but expect the unexpected as we continue on the course of this month. And that is gonna do it.
GG's to Team PVC Pipe. Sork finishing with, what was that, a 1:28.32. A sub 1:30 from both runners.
Indeed, very well played. And Emerald and Epic Wade have both chosen to DNF and will not be finishing.
Man.
So yeah, that will put, let me see, that puts PVC Pipe's net time at I believe that is a 1, give me a second here, I can figure this out. This is going to be a 2:53. 2:53:55, I believe, is their combined final time.
Yeah. Okay, there's Emerald Pie in the booth. GG's.
GG's.
So, yeah. What are your initial thoughts on this seed?
I wasn't that terrible. It was more so just getting lost trying to find Varia for a bit. I think it's the only real big thing.
Yeah, that Varia being in GFMC really put a chokehold on Prime for the longest time. Although I do think that you spent time in BK rather effectively. The Magma Dash, and as well as the attempts at IBBF were really good ideas, and props to that.
I almost got IBBF. Forgot the box on that last rune, though. Extends out way further than I remembered.
Yeah, we did uncover some additional information, too, as we are joined by Team PVC Pipe. Congratulations to the both of you, GG.
Thank you.
Thanks, GG's.
We have confirmed that Echo's boost is, in fact, on a Morbus.
Yep, I saw that in the credits.
We didn't catch in the Prime credits where Prime boost ran off to, because it was technically needed for Training Chamber.
Under Temple.
Oh, oof.
Yeah.
So that's where Lower
Wow.
Torvus came into play this seed. Because, yeah, other than that, Torvus was practically deleted this seed.
Yeah. Well, it had
Um,
good stuff in it. It had the ice beam and the lower Torvus. Yeah,
Actually, that's very true. Gravity boost was apparently in Security Access A, so that's where that ran off into. But yes, PVC Pipe, your thoughts on the seed?
I want to thank whoever rolled that one. That was beautiful.
I came very close to picking up Cannonball on accident when I jumped through those vines, so held back. Turned out to be a pretty good move.
Indeed. Otherwise, Innerslice would have had to go fight a Morbus for the key, or do that BSJ Screw Attack Standable for the key in Hive Gyro.
And I'd have to... No, I'd have to get some kind of boost for Spider Guardian, too.
Yes. But yeah, definitely one of the faster seeds we've seen this tournament. Both of you, your combined times, again, it's a 2:53:55. So again, very well played. Other than that, so yeah, what happened was, unfortunately, Wade did not go back to GFMC after the first pass.
Oh, yeah.
And Prime, gotta be honest with you, Prime was stingy on E.
Yeah, VMRs were not viable in the slightest. The best you were able to do was Fiery Shores, which proved to be useful, I guess. That was the Aegon key. Where was the third Aegon key, by the way? The one in Talon was the one that we never found.
I never found that one yet either.
Yeah, it had to be either in Frigate or in Life Grove, basically, by that point.
Where did Ice Beam end up? That's the only thing I was really wondering about.
Ice Beam was in Meditation Vista.
Oh.
So it was behind Emerald Translator. Come to think of it, we never saw Secret Missiles, did we?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of forgot where those ran off to. I'm gonna take a quick peek back through the credits, if you don't mind. Let's see. Doopa-doopa-doopa-doo. Dark Aegon Key 1. Cargo Freight Lift to Deck Gamma.
Oh.
Expected.
Let's see. Doopa-doopa-doopa-doo. Dark Visor. Plasma Processing. Let's see. Seeker Launcher. If I could find it. Seeker Launcher, Life Grove. Yeah. Prime Boost, yeah, we established that was an Under Temple already, so... Yeah, that would have been kind of lousy.
Yeah, I'm not so good at most of the Seeker skips, so I'm pretty glad those weren't needed at all. Besides the Sky Temple Gateway.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I should point...
There you go.
I do want to say that Wade has been joining us as well in the Twitch chat. So once again, GG's, and again, well played by all of you.
Yeah, Wade realized he has the wrong Discord, I think. He switched Discord accounts. I don't think that's why it let him join.
Yeah, we've been having some. Well, to be fair, Discord did throw a hissy fit in the middle of our race on our comm feed as well. So we did drop out for about 5 minutes at about the 17-minute mark. It was around the time that Echoes was making their first pass to GFMC for bombs.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't see that because I was kind of waffling around there trying to get Discord working.
Oh, no. We saw that.
Oh, you saw? You just lost the con. Okay.
We just lost the comm feed, but we were still able to see everything. So yeah, suddenly it was just game audio, and we were quiet for 5 minutes.
And then, like, Echoes gets, like, 3 majors. Of course.
Of course, yeah.
Glad you didn't see that because I fumbled around a whole lot trying to get that fixed. Checked a bunch of stuff twice.
Yeah, we did see some comedy, Sorek, on your end for resetting out of Zoid just before Innerslice grabbed you bombs.
Yeah, I was a little not upset about that, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah, but there was a little bit of comedy to be had. Now, that being said, folks, who's up for some more? Because in just 20 minutes or so, even 15 for going live, we should be having another race soon with, it will be the race of Check the Tree versus No Gain All Pain.
Yeah. Big race.
Good.
That will be on SG4. And again, pretty much weekly settings, Prime Spring Ball, Echoes Landing Site Start, Violet Translator Shuffled, early game gates down, all the good stuff, all the quick start stuff. That all being said, runners, is there anything else you would like to say tonight before we close out?
No, I think I would really like to see it worked out well for us, I thought.
I just had fun doing IBBF.
I did not have fun doing IBBF. Mine was terrible. I'm glad there was something good at the end, though.
Oh, what was at the end of it? I didn't end up getting all the way.
We got a Echo suit.
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice was
anti-chamber.
Yeah, and technically it was required for Thermal Visor for Essence, for literally Essence, but that's about it.
As well, there was also a SDK in Hall of the Elders that you are also able to grab during IBBF.
Yes.
Nice.
But yeah, really good seed shining out in the flu that is the awful seeds that we've been seeing the past week.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice.
I'm sure we all speak from experience here about our fair share of very bad seeds this tournament.
Innerslice was hoping for a third Hive entrance. You told me earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, every once in a while, the way I see it is Randovania, just every once in a while it falls asleep on the generation, but almost all the other times it's out for everybody.
Speaking of things we didn't see, where was Dark Visor? Oh, Plasma Processing. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of lousy.
Yeah, that was good. That wasn't needed.
But yeah, that being said, I have no further questions. Schwartz, anything else?
Please gen more seeds like this.
Do you know who made this one?
Sam.
Oh, thank you, Sam.
Yeah. If only Sam could gen our races. For context, he's my partner, so he cannot gen races, he said.
Yeah. Pity that no one's going to let me ever near the seed bot this tournament.
That is true. Follow our runners. Very good. Very well accomplished runners. Very cool people. Follow comms. Comms are pretty cool. Also check out the Discord if you're interested.
If it's working.
Yeah, it should be. I think Discord's gotten over that hissy fit by now. That being said, folks, again, we'll be back on SG4 in just 10 minutes with the next race of, once again, it is Check the Tree versus No Gain All Pain. So stay tuned. We'll see you very soon. But until then, folks, see you next mission. Thank you for watching and enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
Later.